the neglection of men. In the world, there are so many issues which can be judged based on ethics or not. Sometimes it could be nonsense, or sometimes it would make sense. One of the issues that demands moral reasoning and ethical judgment is sexual assault, given that it always depends on situation and emotions. BBC states that sexual assault deals with mainly touching the body part of a person without consent. There are several theories why sexual violence is caused. Theories say a person who believes him or himself a superior who don't care about the outcome of their behavior. In the last 60 years, people had no discussion regarding sexual assault. However, sexual crime continued to rise enormously. Therefore, in 1970s in US, a protective legislation was enacted to prevent only women from any sexual assault. Nevertheless, 15% of all adult victims are men, but they're not recognized. Different contexts may provide new perspectives. As mentioned by When Man is Raped, a survival guide, it is acknowledged that sexual assault would not occur to man unless he's not a real man. The reason is they're shamed if their reputation is considered a weak man. U.S. Consensus Bureau reported male victims is pressured to have an idea that men should enjoy sex. Furthermore, a number of people think men can't be sexually assaulted, and if they were, they should have been able to prevent it. A male victim said, "How can a man possibly be abused? I am a man." It explains that men contains the ideal man is stronger than woman. The view and statement of police think male victims happen to be alright. "You must have enjoyed it," told by a police officer. It indicates that police is not considering as non-consensual sex if he knew the severeness. He wouldn't say it. Men view all sexual opportunities with women as positive. The whole point describes man is physically above women, and it is shame to lose against women. Despite they have sexual intercourse, men must enjoy it. On the other hand, Dr. Weir of Lancaster University School brought out the first research of an anonymous person. His partner demanded sex, then he said no. After she started to self-harm, though she got treatment from the hospital, she reached the point of madness. She demanded sex and threatened him again. On one occasion, handcuffs was locked on his hand by his girlfriend. She tortured him with a loudspeaker and tied him up with a rope. Hence, she became pregnant. Consequently, trauma developed. It caused losing control of your own body. No wonder so few women actually get help after being sexually assaulted. The fact is that only 5% to 20% of all victims reported. The whole situation shows that if you're powerless, you can be harmed and hurt. Though you're a man, it is not about how strong you are, and it is about personal status. Man can be raped or sexually assaulted. Also, 76% of male political prisoners in El Salvador revealed that at least one sexual torture by a male correctional officer. It shows not only male is assaulted by a woman, if a stronger man assaults a weaker man, it is possible to impose power on them. It is inevitable. Looking into To Kill a Mockingbird, when Tom Robinson was captured due to his uncommitted crime, everyone believed Tom Robinson committed because he's black. In page 222, Atticus said cheating a colored man is 10 times worse than cheating a white man. It shows that the perspective of black, why they should not be on court, because though they did not commit sin, they're treated poorly just because they're black. On the contrary, in page 216, Tom Robinson's boss said, "That boy's worked for me for 8 years and I ain't had a speck of trouble out of him. Not a speck." Some people treat him as a good person, did not look the person as black, but a human. As linking this to a situation above, men were not treated equally from the public, and because of a difference, people neglected to hear and see. There was always a minority who knew the reality, like Atticus and Tom Robinson's boast. Only 10% of people report the crime, or some don't acknowledge or accept the situation because of the stereotype. In my own perspective, when a man has sex with a woman without her consent, that's rape. But what if woman makes a man has to have sex with her without his consent? That's not rape under the law of England and Wales. In my point of view, we are created equally, so we have the right to be treated well. Just as people want to find the criminals, they should put into the jail. Thank you.